Our last honoree for the evening will be Prince George's County State Attorney Angela Also Brooks. She has taken the lead in the fight to reduce domestic and family violence, hosting conferences for children and families and developing training programs for clergy and others who counsel couples and families in crisis. She is dedicated, caring, fearless, fair, loved, and admired. This is her video.
Every once in a while, someone comes along and you ask yourself the question, who is that individual? Angela Also Brooks is one of those individuals. In her role as state's attorney for Prince George's County, it is very demanding, it's very stressful, it takes a lot out of her. I can only imagine what it is like to manage 70 attorneys and over 50,000 cases annually. But she does it with a steady hand. But she also does it because of what her parents taught her at an early age.
I was so blessed to have parents who have made a tremendous difference in my life. My parents, James and Patricia Also Brooks, have been there for me every step of the way. I think the most important thing they did for me was to make great sacrifices so that I could receive an education. My parents insisted very early on that there was no task really that I couldn't accomplish, and they also, they just stood by me every step of the way. They used every resource they had to make sure that I received a solid education. So I've had the two best examples that I could have of what it is to live, I think, a full life, to look outside yourself, not to be focused just on you, but also to care, really care about how other people fare in life as well. And so they really have been the strongest examples I've had.
She works in the community tirelessly, whether it's youth, whether it's people who have gone astray, that she's trying to get back into the mainstream of society. I'm involved in Salvation Army, and she came over and worked with our group that deals with recovering adults, and she's been very active assistant to our program, introducing us to people within the county, the judicial system, and allowing us to be much more effective at the job that we're doing.
The thing that children need today is a sense of hope. And I think we witness so often what happens when not only children but adults lose hope. I think hope stems from opportunity, real genuine opportunity, and I believe that the best opportunity our children will have will come from a solid education.
Please welcome to the stage Angela Also Brooks.
Wow, I have to say thank you so very, very much to Mentoring to Manhood for what is a magnificent honor. I can't believe I'm honored tonight with the other fantastic honorees, all of whom have contributed so much and who have really in their individual capacities helped me as well. So thank you so much. This really is an amazing honor. Mentoring to Manhood, I don't have to tell you, is a very, very special organization. They have added so much meaning to the work that we have done. There is no joy, I have to tell you, incarcerating young people. There is no joy in showing up after the havoc has really struck families, after death and destruction and violence. There's no joy in that. But the joy is in knowing that we can work together to ensure that young people never reach us in the first place. And we have been very passionate in working together to ensure that this is the case, that our young people end up where we know they should be, which is destined for greatness. And we've done that together, and I want to thank them so much for being wonderful partners to our office in this regard. A few years ago, we decided we wanted to host a Brotherhood Summit. after watching so many of our young men fall. And as when I was talking about hope earlier, I really believe that it is our responsibility to make sure that we put the tools there for them to succeed. And Mentoring to Manhood came forward right away and said, what can we do? We had about 900 young people show up at Bowie State University. Mentoring to Manhood was there, and it was just magnificent, and so I want to thank them so much. I also want to thank my parents. I talk about them everywhere that I go, but they're here tonight. James and Patricia also are here, and I want to thank them. You know, sometimes you don't have the chance to honor people the way that they should be honored, but when you see me, you see my parents. I have been the most blessed young lady ever. I'm not so young, I'm actually middle aged at this point, but I have been so blessed to have parents who have been committed to me, who have passed on values worth a lifetime. A mother who to this very day shows up at my house, sometimes at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm a single mother. I have a beautiful 11-year-old daughter, and she shows up at 6 o'clock in the morning with a smile and a cup of coffee to help me get out the door, and stays at my house many nights during the week till 10 o'clock at night. And